FJ?
Yeah.
I'll get kicked off if you've got that on. Can you turn it off, please?
Wait, hang on. Pause it.
Oh, man. Bobby making brews. Right, I think we're live. I think we are live. No one watching yet. Ba, 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 ba. Never remember how to share. Copy. Hi, Chris and Linda. Someone's in. Chris and Linda are in, so it's working. Let's move that back. I seem to have got taller in the last week.
Your stay-at-home sign is messed up.
To sit like this. Oh, maybe the table needs to go forward. So that's a good point. I've got the table moved. Oh, Bruce, come on, man. I've got a system.
Finishing on Mario.
Either that or I've grown a foot. That's still not great. Oh well. It's better on your one. It's further back. Right. Hey, Lise. Yeah, my beard's massive. I'm toying with the idea of shaving it for tomorrow, but
No, don't do that.
I know. I want to see how long it'll get before I have to go back to work. Some ZZ Top beard going down.
Be like sense.
Yeah.
I don't only get one.
Whoever that is. Can you clear off upstairs now with that?
10, 6.
Please.
I missed 6.
No.
Why?
Mum, sort him out. Facebook.
What do you want?
Oh, I can't get my brain in gear today. Frankie.
Now be quiet. I'm in one. In one. leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I can't. All right. Bye, Dave. We'll keep an eye on that.
Stop getting so miserable.
Hey,
I'm in one.
Hey, go away.
Stop being so miserable with me. I'm in one.
Hey, Ruru. Hi, Janet. Yes, I'll have a brew. Making brews.
Hello.
Ew.
I've got something copyright, so.
Oh, yeah, you can't wear that. You have to go away. You have to go away. Oh, maybe I'll share this out. It's... Need some waiting music, that'd be good. YouTube will kick us off. Not many people tonight. No one else. Hi, Sue. Jade. No, I don't want to end live video. Don't want to do that. Jade is married. Okay, I know who Jade is now, right? Jade works at Stoke-on-Ayland. Adrian, why are we not getting 3 rounds of golf? If Adrian's in. Hi, Anne. There was someone that wanted me to send them a link when I went live, and I can't remember who it was now. Yes, Dave. Nice day for golf. Thanks for that. We're led to believe that restrictions are going to be dropped next week for recreational activities, according to some of the things we've seen. And I'm led to believe from members at my golf club that we're going to be allowed to play in 2 balls next week. So I can go out and get some golf next week. It'd be nice. Put on weight. It's half of it's my beard, I reckon. See you later. Have fun. Oh, you work at the Angel. Oh, okay. The Angel Inn. That's the one in Kelvedon, isn't it? Is that the one in Kelvedon? Hi, Sarah. Hey, Lids. Yeah, check out the beard, man. I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm starting to play with it quite a lot, which is annoying me and irritating. But I was kind of embracing it. I was actually going to buy some beard oil and beard stuff for it, just for a bit of a laugh, really. It's not till you see it, actually, you realise how long it's got, actually. It's like I can get my fingers right in it now. I'm going for a ZZ Top style. But if I'm Oh, right, okay. In Stoke Bunny. You don't actually work at the golf club. Okay. That's fine. We got you on Facebook on the TV this. Oh, okay. This is disturbing. It's so disturbing getting people sending me of me on their TV. It's weird.
Oh, can I see it?
Looks so pasty and. You know Adrian. You've met Adrian at the golf club.
Is there any copyright on my back?
No, go and change your shirt. Just go and change your shirt.
Stay at home. Look.
Oh, well, hopefully we won't have to stay at home for much longer. Oh. Gosh, wing. Beard baubles. Oh, beard baubles. Get some decorations for it, Drew. My beard. No, he's not interested in that. Got absolutely no response out of him whatsoever there.
I think you might have put on your beard.
You know those things we used to get and put in your Crocs when you were a kid? You probably don't remember. You used to love wearing Crocs. And we got little things that used to stick in the holes. And so we could put those in. I could have like Pokemon and little Marvel heroes. Thanks for my brew.
No.
Clear off.
You look like a weirdo. Right, like weirdo.
I don't know the man. I don't know. Haven't got a clue, Dave. Yeah, I could grow it. I could grow it long, ready for Christmas. I could be Santa at Perrywood's. That'd be good.
You wish. At least you got grey hairs. So that's one.
Yeah, some of it's grey. I've got greys, man. That's what it's doing to me. I've got some greys in here. Only 36. I'm grey already. That's because I forgot you, because you're my son. You get grey hairs from being stressed. Yeah, you got no answer for that at all, have you? You're welcome. Frank Beard. Ah, interesting. What time are you starting? Got time? Yeah, you got time to make a brew. You got 5-10 minutes. Waiting for it to fill up. It's a Swanson thing. I don't think it is, Lids. I think it's probably stress. I think you're probably in a stressful job at the moment. Give you, let you off getting grey. Your age. What are you, 30? No, you're not even 30 yet, are you? 28? Oh, going grey at 28. Actually, yeah, that's a bit rubbish, that. Trying to bump up the numbers, inviting everyone in, but hi Tracy, yeah, beard's growing. The beard is definitely growing. It's born out of laziness, really, at the start of lockdown. As you're probably aware, Oh, my friend Dan wants in, hopefully. Born out of laziness, but it's something that is quite commonly done. I don't know if it's done over here, but it's done in America. In American sports, they do. The coach for the Eagles once, he's called the old coach for my team was Andy Reid, and when we got into the playoffs, he wouldn't shave. It was good luck. He never won a Super Bowl with us, so I don't know how much luck it brought him, but he never shaved. And mine started through laziness at the start of lockdown, and now it's just seeing what I look like and how long it will get, really.
Can I borrow your phone real quick?
No.
Why?
No, you can't borrow my phone, unfortunately, because I need to use it. Thank you very much.
It might solve the Oculus thing.
No, I'll sort it later, please.
Moaning at me for once.
Got a really moany 12-year-old today. He hit 12 and became an even bigger pain in the ass. Hi, Joe. Joe's ready here. Who won? No, it wasn't, was it? We had a newbie win last week. Who was it who won last week? And is he in this week? Last week. Oh, everything's so slow tonight. Matt Griffiths, 47 out of 54 last week, which is good. I've got a pretty tough quiz this week. I reckon this is one of the toughest I've done. 56 points available this week. I've multiple choiced it again. So not multiple choice, but multiple topics per round rather than having a genre specific. What is going on here? Dee-dee-dee. Oh, there we go. Leanne's in. I can't trim my beard till I've... The most annoying thing about the beard is it's making me look fat again. I lost about 3 stone over the last couple of years I joined a golf club which had a gym, which helped, but I started doing the meal plan from JQ in Fearing. If you want to get on that, and it really does work, let me know and I'll give you his number. I dropped about 2 stone this time last year. I started getting quite thin in my face, but now I've got my beard back, it makes me look fat again. So I have put on weight in lockdown because all I've done is eaten rubbish. Trying to keep up to comments. All good to go. Wardy's in. Wardy, Nick and Esther in Ipswich. Leanne's in. Paul's in. Sarah, no. Don't want her. Oh, you don't want her. Well, tough. This is pretty hard this week. I really struggled for inspiration on the questions this week. It was difficult. I couldn't get in my head around what kind of topics I wanted or what kind of questions. So it's quite difficult. So I've used a lot of websites this week. It's pretty tough this week. I'm not going to lie. I reckon mid-30s is going to be a very good score this week. Go for a goatee. I had a goatee once. No. No. I do. I've always had a beard for the last, Lord knows how many. If you go back to watch the first quiz, that was my beard, where it's just stubble basically. Richard, hello Richard. We are in Coggeshall. Yeah, I did put a post up on the Coggeshall thing today. Someone in last week was from Coggeshall, so I said I'd litter the Coggeshall page today. I don't know if it went live or not, but I did go on there and put the link up. Straight after this, there's a Always Sunny in Philadelphia quiz as well, which I might crack on with and do a quiz myself. I think I've only actually done one quiz since lockdown started. I prefer hosting them, really. Claire's hello. Hello, Claire. Makes you look older. Well, I'm going to Chris. Going to go on your Facebook page, Chris. I can't see your picture properly. Your goatee makes you look, I would say you probably look about 30, 37, 38, somewhere around there. We've got a new Mario game on the Switch this week. Give us something to do. So I've got all these Mario songs stuck in my head. So I'm probably going to start humming them halfway through, and then you guys will start humming them for the rest of the evening. Right, what time are we? Just after 7. Always running late. But Linda's just wet herself. Let's hope not. Or is she of that age where she starts wetting herself? In which case, you know, I know some good care companies. Evening, Chris. Good name. Quality name. All the best people are called Chris. Shush, dog. Why have I got an alert but nothing? It's so annoying. Right. Giles is in. Dad's in. Everyone's got a brew, hopefully. Biscuits, wine, beer, vodka, whiskey, whatever you fancy. Sorry, not watching. Matt is my brother-in-law, so we're taking him on. Oh, good stuff. Chris Saunders is here. Chris, I recognise your name, actually. Maybe we were in already the last few weeks. Surprising how fast it's... Yeah, I know. I must say, I've had a really busy week, and it wasn't until I was stood in Tesco's this morning doing my my Tiptree Volunteers shop for an elderly couple, and I was stood in the queue up near the milk. It was miles long. And someone said, oh, it's Wednesday today. And I, oh, quiz. So, yeah, comes around quick. It's amazing how much you've got to do when you've got nothing to do, or how time flies when you've got nothing to do as well. Right. Okay. Number is a little bit lower this week, which is a shame, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've got to keep looking up because I can't quite see the YouTube comments. Right, we'll get cracking. We'll get cracking. I've got stuff to do this evening, like sit down and do nothing. Proper nothing. Stare at the ceiling and do nothing. That's a good sketch. If you haven't seen, what's his name? Mickey Flanagan. Mickey Flanagan, when he talks about doing nothing. That's brilliant. Anyway, we've got 5 rounds of questions, multiple topics per round. Again, back to normal. Pretty tough this week. Not going to lie, they are pretty difficult. But see how you go. I thought they were easy last week, and people were saying they were hard. Or whatever it was the other way around. I can't remember. Anyway, round 1. Let's get cracking. Pen and paper if you're at the ready. If you miss any questions, as normal, put them in the chat, and I'll catch up at the end of the quiz. So, round 1, question 1. What is the smallest country in the world? What is the smallest country in the world? I'm going to need another brew soon, I think, bub. I haven't had enough tea today. Yeah, thought so. Question 2. On the London Tube network, What is the only station beginning with I? On the London Tube network, what is the only station beginning with I? I hope that's right. I didn't check that one. I'm going to have to check that now. Question 3. The Saturn and the Dreamcast are consoles from which gaming manufacturer? Saturn and the Dreamcast are gaming consoles from which manufacturer? Yes, it is. The only station beginning with I. I'm going to get caught out. Don't think I've got a motorsport question this week, Dad. No, I haven't. Oh dear, I've let you down. Question 4. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 mission that landed on the moon? Yeah, see you later. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 mission that landed on the moon? I'm going to flick a light on back in a second. Oh. There we go. That's better. What's up, honey dog? Come and sit with me. Come here. Question 5. How many balls are there on a snooker table at the beginning of a frame? I have to move my golf clubs, hon. Come and sit. Come here. No? Okay. How many snooker balls are there on the beginning of a frame? Or on the table at the beginning of a frame? Oh, just dropped my pen in my tea. Is Mr. Bagley in tonight? I haven't seen Mr. Bagley commenting yet. Question 6. It's a spelling one. And I've put this in because it drives me nuts when I see people spell this wrong on Facebook. Spell definite. Spell definite.
How can you spell that wrong? That's the most easiest spelling ever.
Oh, okay. All right, big head. Apparently that's the easiest spelling ever. I'm amazed at how many people get that wrong. Loads of different spellings for that one. I hope there's some arguments going on about how to spell that now. Question 7. What beans are used to make baked beans? What beans are used to make baked beans? Question 8. Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final? Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final? Question 9. Oh, this is a tough one. What is Cher's last name? I'll give you a bonus point if you get her whole surname. I'll give you 1 point for what people would probably just put down. But if you can get her whole surname, I'll give you an extra point. What is Cher's last name? Question 10. Ooh. Question 10. Eric Carle wrote a series of children's books about a very hungry what? Eric Carle wrote a series of children's books about a very hungry what? Why has my Instagram got an alert, but I haven't got anything to do on there? Oh, no, there it is. Chat's quiet tonight as well. Everyone's stuck on the questions. Right, that's the end of round one. That is the end of round one. Into round two. There's 11 points up for grabs there in round one. Round two, 13 points up for grabs here. Excuse me. Question one. What football team would you find playing at Elland Road? What football team would you find playing at Elland Road? Stadium I have not been to yet, annoyingly. And I still haven't been to Villa Park, which is Aston Villa's ground. And I was supposed to be going last Monday. And that has eluded me for years, that stadium. And then coronavirus gets in the way. And I can't go this way. Can't go this year either. And they're probably going to get relegated if there's relegation in the Prem, so I can't go next year either. Anyway, question number two. Nice easy one for you. What does NHS stand for? What does NHS stand for?
I know, that's easy.
Is it? Yeah. Won't give you long on that one because that's an easy one. Question number three. What breed of dog is most commonly used for animal testing? What breed of dog is most commonly used for animal testing? Question four. Name the 4 US states that begin with the letter A. Name the 4 US states that begin with the letter A. 1 point for each. Oh. More tea, please, Bubba. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I'm all right at the moment. I'm all right at the moment. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Name the 4 US states that begin with the letter A. 1 point for each.
I left your shoe.
Yeah, Chris, I'll repeat question 7 at the end for you. No problems. Can't see that very well. I need to pop that up on a book. Oh, hang on. Pop that up on there. Sorry, YouTubers. That's better. I can see that now. Here we go. Cool. All right, that's better. Okay, where were we? Question 5. What is the tang, T-A-N-G, of a knife? What is the tang on a knife? What is the tang on a knife? Or what part of the knife is a tang? Whatever way you want to phrase it. I look really short in the YouTube one now. It's higher. Oh well. Question 6. Lilo and Stitch, Men in Black 2, Sweet Home Alabama, and The Sum of All Fears were movies released in what year? Lilo and Stitch, Men in Black 2, Sweet Home Alabama, and The Sum of All Fears were movies released in which year? Yeah, Sarah, no problems. I'll repeat that one for you at the end, no problems. I'm going to mark these down so I don't have to look through them all. A lot of debating going on. Question number 7. Yeah, Mum, you are very late. It's all right. We'll go through the questions. What was the name of the first adhesive post stamp? What was the name of the first adhesive postage stamp? I've got to repeat. Always someone that's late. Always got to be your old dear, isn't it? Which means I've got to repeat all that lot. Question 8. What was the colour of Noddy's hat? What was the colour of Noddy's hat? Question 9. A magnum holds 2 standard bottles of champagne. I've got to pronounce this now. A Rehoboam holds 6. But how many bottles of champagne are there in a Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar, something like that. I did look up the pronunciation of that. I've completely forgotten it. A magnum holds 2 bottles of champagne. A Rehoboam holds 6, but how many bottles of champagne are there in a Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar. You get it. How many bottles of champagne are there in a Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, that's annoying me. I can't remember how that's pronounced. It's something like that. And question 10, round 2, question 10. What ex-sportsman now presents Top Gear? What ex-sportsman now presents Top Gear? Question 7 needs to be repeated for Lids. I've got to go through pretty much everyone I've gone through so far. Good stuff. Yes, Chris, he was. If you got the right person. Right. I will just catch up on the Lydia. Question 7. Well, what was the name of the first adhesive postage stamp? This is going to save a bit of time later. And then question 1 in round 2 was, what football team would you find playing at Elland Road? Whoever it was that asked for that. Sarah. And then question 7, Chris. Question 7 in round 1 was, what beans are used to make baked beans? Question 9. Oh no, Adrian, you're no. No, I'm not repeating question 9. Such a wind up. Round 3, question 1. What was the name of the 2001 miniseries created by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg that dramatized the history of Easy Company? What was the name of the 2001 miniseries created by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg that dramatized the history of Easy Company? Question 2. What was Shakespeare's longest play? That is tough. What was Shakespeare's longest play? Question 3. What Irish golfer won the US Open at Pebble Beach in 2010?
Don't get this wrong.
You won't get that right.
Someone.
What Irish golfer won the US Open at Pebble Beach in 2010? What? Oh, you're giving me the Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, that probably makes sense. That's not how I was told to pronounce it, but we'll go with that, Chris. In that case, Adrian, I'm still not saying it. Nebuchadnezzar. Nice. Right, question 4, round 3. In meters, how tall is the Eiffel Tower to the very tip? In meters, how tall is the Eiffel Tower to the very tip?
How are they supposed to know?
Well, that's why it's a quiz, you donut. It's a general knowledge quiz. Some people know it, some people don't. It's like Chris Tarrant used to say on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You either know it or you don't. If you don't know it, then you learn, don't you? I've learned loads doing this. Forgotten it all, but I've learned loads, kind of. Question 5. In meters, how tall is Blackpool Tower? See what I did there? In meters, how tall is Blackpool Tower? Question 6. Have we got to be spot on with the meters? If you're not, I think on either, because they are quite difficult questions, 4 and 5. If you get it bang on, I'll give you 2 points. For if you get Blackpool and Eiffel Tower, if you get it absolutely bang on, you can have 2 points. If you're within 5 meters, you get 1 point. Question 6. How many weeks into pregnancy is classed as full term? How many weeks into pregnancy is classed as full term? Yes, Dad, I am a tight ass. Correct.
Well done.
But you are my dad, so I didn't have much hope with that, did I? Question 7. What is the surname of the main family in Modern Family? TV show. What is the surname of the main family in Modern Family? If you haven't watched Modern Family, I highly suggest you watch it. It's absolutely brilliant.
Nope.
Very, very good. In which case, you won't know the answer to that one. Watch it to find out. Question 8. Who originally narrated Thomas the Tank Engine? I don't have a thing for Thomas the Tank Engine. I know that's a couple of questions I've had about it, but just what came to my head. Who originally narrated Thomas the Tank Engine? Yes, correct, Lids. It has just been put on Netflix, but I think only the first 7 seasons, and I think they've done, I want to say 11 seasons. They've literally it's just come to an end. I think they've done 11 seasons, so you can catch it on Sky, I think. Question 9. What year did the Spanish flu break out? What year did the Spanish flu break out? Oh, messages are coming in now. And last question for round 3 is, what was the name of the doll that competed against Barbie in the 80s and 90s? What was the name of the doll that a female doll, shall I say? What was the name of the female doll that competed against Barbie in the 80s and 90s? That concludes round 3. Yeah, can you make sure the sound doesn't go on? Because I don't want YouTube will kick me. Okay. YouTube will kick me straight off.
How do YouTube even know?
Just special programs that monitor vision and sound and stuff, and I don't know. I doubt someone's watching it. Round 4, question 1. 12 points up for grabs now. Which major football league has just been approved from its government to start playing again from May the 18th? What major football league has been approved from its government to start playing again from May the 18th? I will take the country or the name of the league. No, Lydia, you can't go to the toilet quickly. You need to put your hand up. Question 2. What number is opposite 9 on a dartboard? What number is opposite 9 on a dartboard? Motoring tonight. Where's 9? 9 is left side, middle left side, I think. I want to say middle left. I think 9 is at 9 o'clock. I think. No, it's not. No, completely wrong. I don't play a lot of darts, as you probably know. 9 is 3 bits, whatever it's called, sections to the left of 20. So 20 is straight top and it's 3 round to the left. Or have I just given away the answer? Do they all add up to a certain number or something like that? Have I just messed that up? 15. I might have just messed that up if they all add up to a certain number. No, they don't. No, they don't. No. That'd been interesting. Could have given away the answer, really, then, couldn't I? Right. Where were we? Question 3. In which Roald Dahl book were Boggis, Bunce, and Bean characters? In which Roald Dahl book were Boggis, Bunce, and Bean characters? Yeah, 10 o'clock. We'll go with 10 o'clock. That's better, Chris. Yeah, 10 o'clock. Question 4. What 3 countries does Norway border? What 3 countries does Norway border? One point for each, by the way. Yeah, 1 point for each on that one. 950, that's why I always miss. Yeah, I'm rubbish at darts. I throw darts on the golf course. Hey, Adrian. Only when your dad's watching. Question 5. Heaven is a Place on Earth was a hit for which 80s singer? Heaven is a Place on Earth was a hit for which 80s singer? My tea maker's gone upstairs. The big tea maker probably won't make tea because he's 12 now. Question 6. Who was the host of quiz show? Who is the host of quiz show Tipping Point? Who is the host of quiz show Tipping Point, which I watched the other day? Oh dear. Some of the stuff you do when you're bored. Oof. Absolutely flying through these this week. Question 7. What year was Prince Harry born? What year was Prince Harry born? Oh God, I've got another tough word to pronounce here. Question 8. What is the more common name for Helianthus or a Helianthus? What is the more common name for Helianthus? Helianthus, Helianthus. Helianthus. Here comes the mutt, one of them. Where are you off to? Didn't get to go out and walk tonight. Question 9. Light years is a measurement of distance. Light years is a measurement of distance, but roughly how far is 1 light year? How far is 1 light year? Can you repeat round 4, question 3? In which Roald Dahl book were Boggis, Bunce, and Bean characters? I was going to do it at the end, but I can't be bothered. I'm going to have to read out half of all of round 1 and half of 2 at the end. So any repeats, just ask straight away. Light years is a measurement of distance, but how far is 1 light year? Question number 10. I'll give you another couple of seconds on that last one. Question 10. In what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? In what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? Round 4, question 4 was, what 3 countries does Norway border? 1 point for each. Question 1, which major football league has had approval from its government to start playing again from May the 18th? I'll take the country or the league name. And question 2 was, what number is opposite 9 on a dartboard? It's really dark on Facebook. Okay, final round. Question 1. If we're ready. Last 2 of, oh, hang on a minute, hang on. Round 3, question 6. God's sake. How many weeks into pregnancy is classed as full term? That's round 3, question 6. Paul, last 2 of round 3 and 1. Oh my God, I've got loads coming in now. All right, do you know what? I will wait to the end on those. I'll wait to the end on those. Just keep them coming in though, and I'll pick up on them. Round 4, question 10. Round 4, question 10 was, in what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? Last 2 of round 3. And 1 of round 4. I did just repeat that one. Hopefully you heard that, Paul. I will repeat it again later. Questions 2 and 3 on round 3. No problems. Okay. Right, last round. Question 1. On various old houses around, this is one from my wife. On various old houses around the country, she thinks she was so smart when she found this out. On various old houses around the country, you'll see bricked up windows, but why? No more football questions, Graham. Sorry, you can go to bed now. Yeah, Tracy, maybe I'll do that next time. Yeah, good shout. On various old houses around the country, you'll see bricked up windows, but why? Bit of a vague kind of question, but there is a reason why. Yeah, I think next week, although, yeah, if I do it next week, I'm toying with maybe not doing it, but if I do it next week, I'll repeat each question. I'll repeat all the questions at the end of each round again. I think it's a good idea. Just quickly go through them. Question 2. In EastEnders, what musical instrument is Sonia Fowler best known for playing? In EastEnders, what musical instrument is Sonia Fowler best known for playing? Yes, Charles. I struggled getting questions together this week. I just struggled for not motivation, but just whatever the other word. I can't get my words out. My brain's just not in gear today. Question 3. Tom Cruise has been touted for the lead role in a new movie, but what is so unique about the film? Tom Cruise has been touted for the lead role in a new movie, but what is so unique about the film? I heard this on the radio today, and I thought I'd lob it in there. That's the best way I could put it into a question. Tom Cruise has been touted, or he's accepted the role, a lead role in a new movie, but what is unique about that movie? Numbers are going up. Numbers are going up halfway through, almost at the end. Question 4. How many members of Parliament are there? How many members of Parliament are there? Thanks, Tracy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That was question 4. How many members of Parliament are there? Question 5. How many strings are there on an orchestral harp? How many strings are there on an orchestral harp? That's one for my dad, that one, because 100% he's going to know that one. If he gets that, I'll do the quiz every week for the rest of my life. Question 6. Unless you're trying to count the amount of strings there are on a harp at the moment. They could use the internet, but that defeats the point of doing the quiz in the first place, really, doesn't it? They're only cheating themselves, as they say in golf. Yeah, well, same in anything, really. If you cheat, you're cheating yourself, aren't you? Question 6. What is the hardest natural stone? What is the hardest natural stone? Question 7. How many players make up a netball team? How many players make up a netball team? God, I wish I was playing sport. Question 8. What year was the smoking ban implemented in the UK? What year was the smoking ban implemented in the UK? Question 9. What does IPA stand for in relation to to beer, alcohol? What does IPA stand for? I think Bill's just logged on the last question. Question 10, last question for this week. If 1 million has 6 zeros, if 1 million has 6 zeros and 1 billion has 9 zeros, how many zeros does a Google have? How many zeros does a Google have? If 1 million has 6 zeros and 1 billion has 9 zeros, how many zeros does a Google have? Google, G-O-O-G-O-L. And no, the answer is not 3. They're good questions, Mum. It's just whether or not we got the answers right, which seems to be... Do you need round 1 and half of 2 repeating as you were late to the show, mowing your lawn? Priorities, eh? I'll tell you. Just let me know. I'll repeat the other questions for the people that wanted them. So I've got asterisked here. Round 3, question 2 was, what was Shakespeare's longest play? Round 3, question 3, what Irish golfer won the US Open at Pebble Beach in 2010? Round 3, question 9, what year did the Spanish flu break out? Question 10 of round 3 was, what was the name of the doll, the female doll that competed against Barbie in the 80s and 90s? Someone was looking for round 4, question 1. Which major football league has had approval from its government to start playing again on May the 18th, or from May the 18th? And I'll take the country or the league name. Question 10, round 4 was, in what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? And Adrian wants round 2, question 9. No. Because I can't find Chrissy's pronunciation of that word again. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. And just for you, oh, do you know what? Sod it. I'll just so you can have a laugh. For the sake of comedy, that's how much of a good friend I am. I'll make myself look like a prat again. A Magnum holds 2 standard bottles of champagne. A Rehoboam holds 6. But how many bottles of champagne in a Nebuchadnezzar? Oh, I shouldn't have put that question in. I knew when I wrote that question that was going to come back to bite me in the backside. Where's Chrissy's message? I'm going to get it. I'll get it right just for the sake of it. Oh, man, I can't find his message now. And it's... Oh, man. Oh, you got what you wanted, Adrian. Question 9 of round 2 was... No. You never heard the question as you're laughing too much. Nebuchadnezzar. It's such a... I mean... Right, anyway, so the rest of round 1, what was the smallest country in the world? Question 2 is, on the London Tube network, what is the only station beginning with I? Give you a couple of seconds for each thing. Catch up. On the London Tube Network, what is the only station beginning with I? Question 3, the Saturn and Dreamcast are consoles from which gaming manufacturer? Question 4, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 mission that landed on the moon? Question 5, how many balls are there on a snooker table at the beginning of a frame? Shut up, dog. What are you barking for? Question 6, spell definite. Question 7, what beans are used to make baked beans? Question 8, who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup? Question 9, which is an absolute belter, what is Cher's last name? What is Cher's last name? That's question 9 for round 1. Question 10, Eric Carle wrote a series of children's books about a very hungry what? On to round 2. What football team would you find playing at Elland Road? No, it's not a big dog. She's tiny, really tiny. She makes a hell of a racket, though. She's got a heart murmur. She's really nervous. But actually, during this lockdown, I'm starting to like her a little bit more. Just the barking thing's annoying. Question 2 on round 3 is, what does the NHS stand for? Question 3, what breed of dog is most commonly used for animal testing? I hope you're keeping up, Mum. Question 4, name the 4 US states that begin with the letter A. Question 5 was, what is the tang, or what part of the knife is a tang? Is the tang, T-A-N-G. And question 6, I think is where you came in, Lilo and Stitch, Men in Black 2, Sweet Home Alabama, and The Sum of All Fears were released in which year? Right, I think I'm caught up. If I've missed anyone, can you please let me know in the chat now? No, I'm not doing question 9, round 2 again. Because I can't pronounce it. No. I'm gonna write that down for when I do the answer, actually. Where is it? Okay. Right, let's do some answers. Let's do some answers, and then we can kick off the evening. If you're up to date, Mark, can you just let me know that you're up to date on the chat, please? It's not too much effort for you. We'll do some answers anyway. Round 1, question 1. What is the smallest country in the world? Stella's ready. Good. Vatican City. Vatican City, where the Pope lives. That is the smallest country in the world. Yeah, it's a country, apparently. I didn't know that. There you go. Yeah. Cool. Right. Question 2. On the London Tube Network, what is the only station beginning with I? Is Ickenham. Ickenham. Question 3. The Saturn and Dreamcast are consoles from which gaming manufacturer? Sega. Awful games consoles. They were rubbish. and they didn't last long. Question 4. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and who was the third astronaut involved in the Apollo 11 space mission that landed on the moon? Tough one. Michael Collins. Michael Collins. Thanks, Giles. I enjoy doing it. I've really struggled with questions this week, but I've got stuff going on, so yeah, maybe that's why. The Mega Drive was a good console, Wardy. The Mega Drive was awesome. So was the Master System, which might be a little bit before your time, but the Dreamcast and the Saturn were awful. Question 5. How many balls are there on a snooker table at the beginning of a frame? There are 22. Yellow, brown, green, blue, pink, black, and then a buttload of reds. 15 reds? 16 reds? I don't know. Something like that. I want a white as well, obviously. Question 6. Spell definite. Don't be a sado girl. What? Okay. Spell definite. I've seen so many spellings for this. It is D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E. Definite. There's no A in it. There's no Y in it. There's no Q in it. There's no Batman symbol. That's a Family Guy sketch, I think. Is it Family Guy? Yeah.
Talk about Family Guy who get kicked off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I haven't been kicked off yet. Question 7. What beans are used to make baked beans? Haricot beans. Haricot beans. Question 8. Who did England beat in the 2009 Cricket World? Am I sure? Oh, don't. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Don't ask questions, Chris. The quiz master's always right. Question 8. Who did England beat in the 2019 Cricket World Cup? New Zealand. Heck of a game that we watched at the golf club. Awesome. You couldn't write how that game ended. That was insane. Question 9. What is Cher's last name? Oh, man, this is a difficult one to pronounce as well, actually. Right, but I'll give you 1 point. Okay. What is Cher's last name? I'll give you 1 point if you've got Sarkisian, S-A-R-K-I-S-I-A-N. Sarkisian. But the whole surname, if you've got it right, for 2 points, is Sarkisian Lapierre Bono Ullman, A-L-L-M-A-N. If you've got that whole thing, let me know in the chat, because it's a ridiculous surname. I would never, ever have known that. Sarkisian Lapierre Bono Ullman. Cher. She just changed her name to Cher. Laporte. Laporte is a footballer, isn't he? Cher's real name is Cher Sarkisian Lapierre Bono Ullman. And then last question for round 1 is Eric Carle wrote a series of children's books about a very hungry caterpillar. Yes, Leanne, that is her name, supposedly. I did double check that one as well, because I didn't believe it when I saw it as well. Sarkisian Lapierre Bono Ullman. Have fun with that one. I'd spell that wrong on my GCSEs, wouldn't you? What is your name? Wrong. Fail. Yes, so sorry, the last question was caterpillar, if you didn't get that one. Yeah, Eric Carle wrote a series of children's books about a very hungry a caterpillar. Round 2, what football team would you find playing at Elland Road is Leeds, Dirty Leeds United? Leeds. Yeah, don't walk around there with a Palace shirt on. Don't walk around there with a Chelsea shirt on. You wouldn't do that anyway, but you know what I mean. Question 2, what does NHS stand for? National Health Service. I can't imagine anyone got that wrong. So everyone's got at least 1 point. Buddy dog. Here he comes. What breed of dog is most commonly used for animal testing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Up. Oh, no, you're barking at me. No, it doesn't want to get up. It's a beagle.
No.
It's a beagle, unfortunately. We have 2 of them, as you can hear. Now they're playing. Is a beagle. Question 4. Name the 4 US states that begin with the letter A. 1 point for each. We have Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska, and Arizona. God, that bark was loud. It was like a yelp. Big tart. Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska, and Arizona. 1 point for each. Question 5. What are you doing? What is the tang on a knife? Come here, you're right. It is the part of the blade that extends through the handle. Leanne, if they're your favourite breed, you can have my 2 because they were my favourite breed till we got them. Absolute pain in the backside. Eat anything in sight. Yes, so it's the part of the blade that extends through the handle. Come here. Come on, come here, round here, round here. Up here. All right. Jump, 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 jump. Go. There he is. Bud Start, look, there's you on the TV. Look, you're on the... No, not interested. Righto. Lilo and Stitch, Men in Black 2, Sweet Home Alabama, and The Sum of All Fears were released in what year? 2002. 2002. Question 7. What was the name of the first adhesive postage stamp? Is the penny black? Where are you going now? Oh, God, Jesus, dog. The penny black. Question 8. What colour was Noddy's hat? Was blue. Question 9. We all know what that one is. A Magnum holds 2 standards of bottles of champagne. You know the rest of it. A Nebuchadnezzar holds 20 bottles of champagne. No, off the sofa. Off the sofa. What ex-sportsman now presents Top Gear? Andrew Flintoff. 13 points up for grabs in that round. I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Round 3, question 1. What was the name of the 2001 miniseries created by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg that dramatized the history of Easy Company, the best miniseries ever made, Band of Brothers? Without question. Band of Brothers. Sorry, Dad, it's Freddie Flintoff, and his real name's Andrew. Freddie Flintoff. Question 2. What was Shakespeare's longest play? Was Hamlet. Question 3. What Irish golfer won the US Open at Pebble Beach in 2010? Was Graham McDowell. Hasn't done anything since. Question 4. In meters, how tall is the Eiffel Tower? 2 points if you get it right. It's 324 meters to the very tip. 324 meters. But if you are within 5 meters, I'll give you a point. So from 319 to 329, the West Wing. Ooh. We can have a conversation about that another day, Chris. Band of Brothers, by far. Question 5. In meters, how tall is Blackpool Tower? Again, I'll give you within 5. It's 158 meters. 2 points for that, 1 point if you're within 5. So it's at 153 to 163. Question 6, how many weeks into pregnancy is classed as full term? I will take either 39 or 40 as an answer. 39 or 40. Question 7, what is the surname of the main family in Modern Family? Is Dumphy, D-U-M-F-Y, Dumphy. Question 8, who originally narrated Thomas the Tank Engine? The original series was Ringo Starr, the Beatle, Ringo Starr. Question 9, what year did the Spanish flu break out? 1918. And question 10, what was the name of the doll the female doll that competed against Barbie in the 80s and 90s? It was Cindy, I think. Well, you wouldn't know it because you're only 12. You probably don't know what a doll is. Round 4, question 1. Which major football league has had approval from its government to start playing again from May the 18th? It was the Bundesliga, which is Germany. We're going to get some football soon. Yes, Mum, thanks for that. I love Thomas the Tank. Yeah, great. Win. Question number 2. What number is opposite 9 on a dartboard? No, not 2 points. 1. 15. What number is opposite 9 on the dartboard is 15. Question 3. In which Roald Dahl book were Boggis, Bunce and Bean characters? Fantastic Mr. Fox. Question 4. What 3 countries does Norway border? 1 point for each. Sweden, Finland and Russia. 1 point for each. Question 5. Heaven is a Place on Earth was a hit for which 80s singer? Belinda Carlisle. Question 6. Who was the host of quiz show Tipping Point? Or who is the host of quiz show Tipping Point? Ben Shepherd. Sent me to sleep the other day. Question 7. What year was Prince Harry born? He is the same age as me. 1984. What do you mean, whoa? Question 8. What is the more common name for a helianthus? Helianthus? It's a sunflower. Question 9. Light years is a measurement of distance, but roughly how far is 1 light year? Is 6 trillion miles. 6 trillion miles. Sure, you all got that one right.
No.
And question 10. In what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? Is in Tanzania. Tanzania. So far, so good. No one said I've been wrong on an answer, which is good. Round 5, question 1. Jane's question. On various old houses around the country, you'll see bricked up windows, but why? It was a way of avoiding to pay more window tax. They used to tax you on how many windows your house had. So people bricked up windows, and some houses have never unbricked them. So you get boarded up or bricked up windows. They paid less. Question 2. In EastEnders, what musical instrument is Sonia Fowler best known for playing? Is the trumpet. Might have seen that on Sport Relief or Comic Relief or Children in Need or whatever it was the other week. Question 3. Tom Cruise has been touted for the lead role in a new movie, but what is so unique about the film? It's going to be the first film actually filmed in space. He's going to go up and he's going to be on the space station and film part of the film or all of the film on the space station, which will be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. I don't like Tom Cruise, but yes, Mum, Penny Black was adhesive. I've researched that one. That is 100% correct. Question 4. How many members of Parliament are there? 650. How cool will that be? Filming in space. That would be pretty sick. Yeah. Question 5. How many strings are there on an orchestral harp? I will accept either sorry, Beth. 46 or 47. 46 or 47. I did say it was tough this week. Been a bit mean this week. No, I thought I tried to make them easier last week. I think. I can't remember. All my days are blending into one. What is the hardest natural stone? Question 6 is diamond. No, not 45. It's 46 or 47. 647 definitely doesn't get a point, Lids. Definitely. 647 definitely does not get a point. Yeah, what is the hardest natural stone? Is a diamond. It could also be classed as granite, but I won't go into the technicalities behind that. But if you do want your granite floor sorting out, give me a call. How many players make up a netball team? 7. Oh, have I missed one? Oh no, 37 weeks full-term pregnancy. Oh, Claire, that's interesting. That's not the answer I had on my websites. Yeah, 39 and 40 I saw, but that's why I gave 2 answers for that one. Oh, for the MPs. Oh, Lids, no, 650. No. Question 8. What year was the smoking ban implemented in 2007? In the UK, it was 2007. Told you my brain's not engaged today. Question 9. What does IPA stand for? I don't get this one. If someone can explain this one to me, it's India Pale Ales. I don't know why it's got to be India. Okay, so we'll take 37. All right, if you say 37 on full term, it seems to be that is. If you say 37, round 3, question 6, I'll give you 37 if you've said that. Yes, what does IPA stand for? It stands for India Pale Ales. And then the last question, if 1 million has 6 zeros and 1 billion has 9 zeros, how many zeros does a Google have? 100. It's 100 zeros. 100 zeros. I wonder if the Amazon owner bloke will get that soon. Made for British Army in India. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go with 37 on that full term. That's I'm going to Google it right now. Let me know what answers you got. Let me know your results. How many weeks is full term pregnancy? A preterm baby or a baby is delivered before 37 weeks of your pregnancy is deemed as preterm. Pregnancy lasts for around 280 days or 40 weeks. Your baby at 37 weeks, your pregnancy is considered full term, your baby's gut. So why the hell did it say 39 the other day? That's interesting. So many websites with so many different answers to these questions. We'll take, I'll tell you what, we'll take 37 or 39, your choice. If you've got either or, you can have the point. 37 or 39. Right, who's got what? Charles Ingram question now. I don't know what you mean by that, Wardy. I know that's the geezer that cheated on... you have to explain that one to me later. Right, Bev, 29, clubhouse leader with 29 out of 56. That's decent. That's decent. Bev, 29. Auntie Bev got 29, Frankie. Did you see the picture we put up last week of you as well with Frankie? I tried to tag you in it on his birthday. Round 5, number 7. The answer was 7 on that one. The netball team was 7. Adrian's knocked you off top spot with 34. Leanne's taken top spot straight away with 36. Won't mention Giles. Jade, 29. Paul Wise, 30. Matt and Julie. Oh, Matt, that is shocking. You are banned. 44. We're waiting for the Butlers or the Weymouths to come in. No, they don't have... Joe, the tube question. What about Ilford, Ickenham, Imperial Wharf, Island Gardens? I've just looked at the list. Apparently there's, as far as the list I've just looked at on the on Wikipedia, Ickenham is the only station that starts with I. So that's what I'll accept. Stephen Arrowsmith, 33. That's not enough for top 3. It's not enough for a shout out this week. Bev and I got 29. Oh, was that his £1 million question? Oh, was it? Oh, that's interesting. Which one? Tell me which one. 35 from the Richards. Claire. Well done. 35. Oh. And we've had a power cut. Goodbye.
I was in the middle of my marathon.
Oh, my internet's gone. I don't know if you're seeing this, but my internet has gone. Shh.
What now?
Yeah, power cut. You want them?
Joe Butler, 44.
Oh my god, it's still on. My Mario's still on. Get in.
You're still live? Oh my god. We've had a power cut.
I think that's frozen. That's still, YouTube's still going. Someone comment and tell me if I'm still online. I'm assuming I'm not. Oh, Dave says both streams are still working. We can see you. Oh, okay. That's interesting. We've had a power cut. The router's still on. How is the router still on?
Turn back on, maybe?
No, don't touch anything, bub. Don't touch anything. Right. Can you just flick that switch off, bub? No. Something's tripped. Okay, I better leave it there then in that case. Go and sort my electrics out. I think, again, Matt, Mr. Griffiths, 44, Claire, 35, Joe Butler, 40, Leanne, 36. We've not got anything that beats that on YouTube. Chris, 28, Tracy, 28. Drew's asking, no, they're mine.
What is it?
Mint Malteser bites, they're mine. Don't touch them.
Can I have one?
No. Frankie was 12, Bev. He was 12 last week. And there's a picture. I did tag you in a picture last week. Keep an eye out for it because you're in the background. Chris, 24. Mum, 32. Yeah, I think that's it. I think Mr. Griffiths has done it again this week for the second week running. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your week. And I shall put something up on the Facebook page ASAP if I decide to go again next week. Please do not swear. Did I swear? If I swore, I do apologise. I'm very sorry. Did I swear? I don't know if I did or not. I do apologise if I swore.
Did you?
We can go.
Do you want me to shut down this stream?
Did that go off? Are you off? No,
I-
it's still live streaming that one.
I don't know.
And
Oh, I didn't press anything. It just went off.
and no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't swear. Good. Does just slip out sometimes, Trace. See you all.